I'm Binod, and my co-author Malavika is also here in the conference. Thank you all for having us here. I come to you from Dalhousie University in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I would like to do a land acknowledgement before we start. Dalhousie University operates in the unceded territories of the Mi'kmaq, Wolastoqey, and the Pasquotomukati peoples. These sovereign nations hold inherent rights as the original peoples of these lands, and we each carry collective obligations under the Peace and Friendship Treaties. Section 35 of the Constitution Act 1982 recognizes and affirms Aboriginal and treaty rights in Canada. We also recognize the African Nova Scotian population who's lived here for over 400 years and contributed to the growth of this part of the world. So, we are going to talk about intergenerational brokerage for knowledge and wisdom transfer across generations. And that's a great transition to what Anna just talked about. If you go to the next slide, we have presented it in this one slide alone. It's going to be difficult to read that poem. I credit Malavika for generating that poem out of the paper that we submitted. And we also use the modern technologies of AI using Google Gemini to generate images from this text. So I'm going to read the poem and before that, and talk a little bit about intergenerational brokerage. Brokerage comes from the social network perspective. There are multiple measures, and social network analysis has been used quite extensively in entrepreneurship literature and elsewhere as well. Brokerage, as defined by Gould and Hernandez in the network analysis space, they define 5 distinct roles that are mimicking social roles that we are familiar with. And these roles are typically a coordinator, a consultant, a gatekeeper, a representative, and a liaison. Now, the idea is people take on different roles. The gatekeeper often controls access to things, and we see that a lot in many of these spaces. The coordinator, the consultant, and the liaison become the key brokerage roles that can allow any group or community to expand beyond their own spaces, physical or other spaces. And with that in mind, I'm going to read the poem and then we can uh, move to a discussion at a later stage. If I can get. I was free and in sync with nature, sharing the secrets of this world with the children of tomorrow, so that they can feel the same magic that life is. Suddenly, robbed of my land and stripped of my identity, you pushed me to the side. From parading me in cages to recognizing me as a native, you sure did come around. But as you and all others grew as a nation, I consistently lagged in education. I lagged in employment due to the substandard education and unbearable discrimination, resulting in poor health. I lost my traditional livelihood and gained only restricted access to work. I am still roaming in search of my place and this deafening noise of the digital world. Funnily, I see you running in circles too, losing your mind, religion, and soul to the machines. My only out, my only voice, can be your way out and your voice too. I want to show you the value of my native knowledge and how to harness nature without harming her. But lack of funds and business experience failed to transfer indigenous wisdom into viable products. What I need is a return of my human dignity, an opportunity to even the playing field for me, my children, and her child, and yours too. What I need is an intergenerational broker, a broker who can connect lost futures of my past, embedded in the collective memories of the ancients and their descendants, with emerging technologies and contemporary resources. This will help me overcome marginalization and discrimination, restoring my dignity by giving me access, giving me voice, access to new markets, new people, training and education, new roads to decent jobs for my people and yours too, secure, peaceful environments and inclusive neighborhoods, and give me my human rights as I promote my cultural heritage. It will bridge the gap that obstructs a sense of belonging to the community. Will you help me rescue and transfer my ancient knowledge? Will you help me by being my intergenerational broker, my consultant, and a liaison? Will you help me become an indigenous social entrepreneur? And we say this as speaking from their voice. We do not want to do any cultural appropriation. We are, in this case, representative, though not appointed officially by any group or community. And with that, I'll bring our discussion or our presentation to an end. Thank you.